Welcome in, everybody. It is a Football Friday right here on your sports network, and we've got all the games right here for you, picking them, telling you about them, and breaking them down for you, each and every one that's going to be on YSN both today and tomorrow, and doing, unbelievable duty here. Salute to you, my friend, from the Ashtabula County, their very own superstar up there, Mr. Sam Torres. Sam, how did we pull this off?
Liz, I don't think we could have pulled this off if we wanted to. I think it's just natural. The forces of the world put it together today because, I think if we would have said it's a two-man show, we would have had 55 people on here today.
And obviously we'll probably have some guys that come in a little late, like we always do, and that's fine. But a two-man show, we'll be done in a half hour, man. We got some time to spare. We could talk about a lot of things. Flip-flops and all kinds of shoes here on the network. All right, Sammy, let's do something different since it's just the two of us. Who kind of has your eye, player-wise? Who has your eye this week? If I throw up, I'm sorry.
Yeah. One of the guys who's got my eye this week, and I know it's going to come as a surprise that it's a Ashtabula kid, is I think Dylan Burlingham. This week for Jefferson. He goes out there. It was a really tough game for them in Harvey, and they've had a tough season. They're 0-4, but this kid's already thrown for almost 700 yards in the beginning of this season. Like they've had the scoreboard hasn't necessarily given them what they wanted, but Burlingham's really doing everything he can. I think they're looking this week for a redemption game against a team that everybody's very high on in Orange. So I think he's the one I'm keeping a close eye on.
Interesting. And if there was a one marquee matchup that you had to circle, what's the one that's got your eye?
It's Perry Geneva. It's Perry Geneva. I think that one has, big time game written all over it today, at least. I'll be honest with you. I think that the Cardinal Mooney, I think that they're going to start their train tomorrow against a monster Bedford team. So if there's must-watch TV, I think it's going to be tomorrow in that game. But as far as Friday goes, I truly believe whoever wins this game tonight of Geneva and Perry, I don't think they lose another game for the rest of the year.
Wow. Those are some heavy words, my friend. I like it. I'll tell you who I'm going to pick in a little bit. I think it's probably pretty easy to figure that one out. But let's get the picks started. We have a ton of games. You made the graphic today. What's the official number? What's the head count on us today?
We got 25 on the network today, 27 total because we got two tomorrow.
Awesome. And by the way,
that's not even counting our newest edition, which is so awesome to get the Titans of Westminster, baby.
Yeah, and we got volleyball tonight as well. So you can cut it around, whatever you want to do. You can let Ackelson and the boys here at Athletics do the work for you, or you can go to whatever game you want. Of 25 tonight. Incredible. And most of that, people don't realize, like the number goes down a little bit because we start conference, because teams are playing interconference, and we have enough to do that. We are stretching thin whenever it's weeks 1 through 3. And even into week 4, we saw last week Canfield, Poland, obviously not a conference matchup, but we have both those teams under the banner. So it's going to be interesting. I believe we are officially in conference. Everybody's conference tonight, if I'm not mistaken.
I think week 5 is when it gets going. Yeah.
And you're going to see like the NE8 is officially unofficially the NE7. So there's going to be a weird like off conference battle every week in the NE8 because they had to fill that when Jefferson left the conference. So there'll always be one, I guess. We'll just figure that out as we go along. You ready to get this thing started?
Man, I love it. This is my favorite part of the week.
All right, here we go. Well, looky here. Look who shows up.
Well, if you send us the right link, maybe.
Oh, you don't look at the group chat?
No, I looked at the group chat. It's not in the right link.
Is it not?
No, Eric Hughes is sitting in another.
They explain a lot.
That explains a ton. Where did I send it?
I don't know. It was a stream that ended an hour ago, so it may have been Running Point.
All right, hang tight.
Well, Anthony's not here, so we'll blame it on Anthony.
No, it's definitely a DJ issue. Definitely a DJ issue. How did you get? Because you have the
Yeah.
because you have the power. Um. Well, that makes things real interesting. Hang on, we'll get you guys in.
So, Fur, man, didn't you get to call that what might be the
Cool.
game of the year last week?
I almost jumped out of the press box. It was an amazing game. Western Reserve was down. Hold on. It's too damn bright in here. Okay. Got dogs barking. Yeah, so it was a really good game. Reserve was down 21-7 in the first half, and then about a minute to go, Reserve gets the ball, and Coach Armidi wanted to play aggressive, went down. Pater threw a beautiful ball over the middle of the field, 45-yard pass, and Abrams ran right underneath it to score a touchdown. And then coming out of halftime, Reserve got the ball, went down, scored. Excuse me. And it was back and forth game. Reserve scored again to make it 28-21. And then McDonald on their last drive scored a touchdown to send it to overtime. And then all hell broke loose. Reserve went down, scored.
Kicker got hurt?
Yeah.
At the end there?
Yeah, so Reserve scored first, and then McDonald had the ball, and their kicker got hurt. But in our minds, we were thinking that they were going to go for 2 the whole time. We had no idea the kicker got hurt.
Wow.
So in our minds, we were thinking they were going to go for 2 regardless.
Hopefully you send the right link. Sorry, guys. I apologize.
It seems like we get one of those every week at like weeks 1 through 4. We've had one of those games that has been like unbelievable, and Fur got the nod last week.
It was
we had some good ones across the board. Fur and I mean, you had a host of people. Billy Whiteshoes was in there. The Klegger, the Hall of Famer, was in there with you guys, and that was incredible. Again, West Branch with another doozy. You two are calling it with each other, so we've got a little Tiger blood rivalry. We're getting the whole gang's here now. When the idiot that sends a link out gets the right link. My apologies, boys.
What's up, guys? What's up?
All right, so let's get started since the gang's all here. I'm sure all Tizer will join us here shortly. We haven't picked any games yet since I'm an idiot. Here's the first one: Campbell Memorial at Springfield. Guys, we saw Campbell Memorial. Well, I should say Eric Hughes saw a really good Campbell Memorial team that came up just short against Louisville last week. This week, they head into the Tigers' Den to take on the Springfield Tigers. Chris Ziegler, Matt Marr have the call of this one. Hughes, what did you see last week that impressed you about Memorial?
Yeah, I mean, the last couple of years, Louisville and Campbell play. I call both those games. Louisville dominated, but this year, Campbell, they come in on the road. They almost pulled out there in the end, but I think the better team there prevailed in the end, fortunately for them. And I think that's going to happen this week also. So give me the Tigers in this one.
Spoken like a true Louisville homer. Well done, my friend. Ty.
Yeah, I mean, I love what Campbell's doing. I think Coach King's taking that program in the right direction. They're getting better each and every year. But like I've been saying, I feel like it's one of the Tigers divisions until it's not, right? Tigers and Louisville seem to be competing for the top one every year. I'm going to go with the perennial powerhouse in this one. Give me the Tigers.
Fur?
I know I say I'm a Springfield Tigers fan every week, but I think this is going to be a true test for both teams to see where they're at in the season. Campbell, are you going to take that step forward and be the top dogs this year, or is Springfield just going to keep on rolling? I think I'm going to go with Campbell in this one.
All right. We have to do this once every year. Everybody say it with me. Camel. Like
It's Camel, like the animal?
Like the animal, not the soup.
Yeah. Even though they call it Soup City, they try to have it both ways.
But we can only have it one. We know that. Like we're gonna get accosted for pronouncing
Camel.
the P.
My bad. Camel.
It's okay.
Campbell.
I'm just trying to make us have some journalistic integrity. That's all.
You could say Memorial High School too if you want to.
I thought he was going to tell us it's Campbell, not Campbell.
My man.
There's GA. GA's here. Sam, who do you have in this one?
Listen, I think both of these teams have had a pretty good schedule going into this game, but I really just look at how much Springfield has been tested already by the level of team that they've been tested already against, including South Range, and I just feel like they're ready for anything and anybody who's even close to them in division. I'm not picking against Springfield until week 15.
Oh, 15. I like it. And then it's all bets are off at 15.
Yeah, 15. We got to find out who's there, because if Glenville figures out a way to get down to D6, which I wouldn't be surprised.
GA, who you got? Camel versus Springfield.
Springfield. I think they're going to be too much.
I'm going to side with you guys. I'm going to go with Springfield as well. I think Camel's getting better, but I think Springfield finding their stride here as we head into week 5. All right, this is a big, not just big, huge one. Canfield at Cheney. Anthony Malone and Craig Walters have the call on this one. Canfield with I think many would consider a stunning victory over Poland, the way that they did it last week. And then Cheney playing West Branch incredibly tough to where everybody was texting 0-0-0-0. I mean, the whole chat was filled up with, can you believe what's going on? And then West Branch eventually pulls away. Who do you have in this one? Let's start with the late bloomer, the late arriver, Mr. Gary Altizer.
I think I'm going to have to go with the Cardinals in this one. I mean, it's going to be a good game. Cheney can beat anybody, I think, on the right day, but I just can't go against Canfield in this one.
Hughes?
I'm feeling Cheney in this one.
Any particular reason?
Just got a feeling.
Oh, you and Justin Timberlake. All right. Ty Bartel.
Both these teams' defenses have been really good too, and both of them offensively have had their struggles at points. Cheney really impressed me last week, and that similar opponent with West Branch. I mean, Canfield getting West Branch too. We usually see, and I mean, I got to go with Cheney. I think in this one, if they can get their offense to find some hums, find some rhythm, I think their defense can contend for sure.
Fur Daddy.
Yeah, I got to roll with Cheney too. I think they've been doing pretty well this year. Give me Cheney.
Sammy?
Yeah, Cheney is so good, and it's so hard to not pick them, but I keep doing it, and I'm going to keep doing it this week. I just think Canfield has got a different level of tenacity. I think that Poland win unlocked something. I think they figured it out, and I don't think that's going to stop this week, and boy, is it going to be a game, but give me Canfield to go away with the dub.
I was told last week that it was anybody's game and nobody really wanted it. They were playing hot potato with the football at the end there when it comes to Poland and Canfield. Cheney has been in some absolute dog fights this year. They are athletic as the day is long. You've heard me say it before. You'll hear me say it again. I think this one comes down to the home team, and I'm going to take Cheney. I'm going to take Cheney in this one. I just feel like they're due. They're due. I think Canfield, still young, still inexperienced. Does it mean they can't win? Absolutely not. But I think it comes down to where they're playing. And obviously, the home field advantage is real. We've seen it in high school football. We've seen it in every sport, and I'm taking Cheney with that. Let's go to Conneaut, at Harvey. Wow TV, our friends over there have the coverage. Sam, what do you give me a 30-second synopsis here?
Conneaut has had a tough start of the season. I still think they're trying to find their identity. Stiltner, their quarterback, first-year guy, he's throwing the ball pretty well. The rushing game in Isaiah Bowles has been solid. They just haven't made the big plays when they need to. Listen, guys, I'm taking my life into my own hands. I love going to Fast Break Cafe, and I love going to JJ's Bagels, but Harvey is nasty. Sean Alston, who is the running back, he's got 500 yards in 2 games. I don't know that they're going to be able to stop that. I'm going Harvey against the grain on this one.
Not a chance in hell. Let's go Spartans. Conneaut, I'll represent you. I'll ride with you, Conneaut. When Sam turns his back on you, you can count on me. Let's go to Fur.
The line 29. Oh boy, I'm sorry, RJ. I gotta go Harvey.
Hey, nobody's going to remember what the line was. They'll remember who rode with them. That's all I'm saying. Gary Altizer.
Sorry, DJ. You going Harvey.
Hughes.
Yeah, I'm going Harvey also.
Screw off, all you scumbags. Ty? You're muted. You're muted. You're muted.
We'll make it a scumbag sandwich. I'll go Conneaut. Let's go.
Extra lettuce. Let's go.
I just lost all my privileges at both of those restaurants. I just want to let you know what I'm sacrificing.
Well, it was a bagel joint, and what was the other one?
Fast Break Cafe. It's the best fish and grits you'll ever eat in your life.
All right, we're gonna.
Fish and grits. It's like
You haven't tried.
one of the most
You haven't
off the wall
tried.
combinations I've ever heard.
Ty, true or false? Everywhere Sam goes in Ashtabula is the greatest place.
It's the central point of it's the creme de la creme of everything. It's Ashtabula County centralized there.
Get in your yachts. Come down here. I'll show you the good time.
The yacht club. What is
That's
that?
why he represents Canfield, because that's where they're all going, the yacht club.
What's that thing that people put around their neck? Ascots. I can see Sam in an ascot and boat shoes. Welcome to the Ashtabula Yacht Club. All right, this one's got some spank to it. Crestview at Southeast. Excuse me, Ty. You have this one. Talk to me about this. This is a Southeast team that's been very impressive, but as has Crestview.
I mean, both of these teams, yeah, they kind of have like the tail of the tape is the same for both of them with the start of the season, right? And the wins that they've been able to get. I feel like I'm such a Crestview hater because I keep picking against them and they just keep on proving me wrong. But I'm gonna do it again this week because Briar Picana is a name we gotta realize when that line is getting their blocks in front of him. This young man, when he has time with the football, he can make some incredible cuts. And once he beats that second line of defense, there's no catching him. We've seen him time and time again break away for big touchdowns. Had another big performance against Newton Falls last week. It's going to come down to that with the Crestview defense. Can they contain Briar Picana? Can they hold him to that 4 yards and under kind of defense? Because once he starts breaking away, it's really tough to get back into a game with that Southeast defense when they're playing with a lead.
One more time with that name.
Briar Picana.
BP's got all the gas, but Crestview's got all the brakes. I'm taking the Rebs in this one. Let's go to Gary Altizer.
Yeah, I don't know why people are still doubting this Rebels team. Yeah, week one, reserve took it to them, but it wasn't that bad a score, and yet they had some guys out. Since then, they've been rolling. I'm going Rebels.
Sam?
Wherever the Prince of Portage tells me Southeast is going to win, I'm going with him. Give me the what is it? The Buccos or the
Pirates?
What do you
They're
call
the
it?
Pirates.
Their
We're just-
mascot.
No, what is the Pirates' name? Buccos?
Oh, the actual name? I don't know the actual name. I'll have to get information on that.
Yeah. What do you say for the Pittsburgh Pirates? Go. It starts with a B, I thought.
Oh yeah, it's the
Let's go
Buccos.
Bucks.
That's what they say for the Go Buccos.
Yeah, Buccos. So
They
that's what
say
I'm-
raise it. Some stupid thing like raise it. Like
You watch
raise
your
the
damn
Jolly
mouth,
Rancher.
Altizer. You watch your
This
damn
stupid
mouth
flag
with that
that flies
stupid
around.
stuff. You watch your mouth. You watch your mouth with that stuff. That is
Get a
sacred.
couple rings, and you can talk like I can because I'm a Giants fan. Okay.
How dare you?
They play in
How
San
dare
Francisco, though.
He loves the
How
San
dare you,
Francisco
sir.
Sports.
Barry was ours first. I just want you to remember that. Barry was ours first. All right. Hughes, who you going with?
I'm going to go with the Rebels in this one.
Are you drinking out of a baby cup?
No. Crestview looked really good in week one. They just had to run against a great Western Reserve defense. But I got to go with Rebels on this one. But I have Southeast covering.
Oh, what's the spread?
32 points for Crestview.
32. Crestview plus 32?
Yeah. At
They're-
Southeast. Crestview by 32, 98%
Okay.
at Southeast.
Crestview minus 32. minus 32.
I was about to say.
I was like, wait a
wow.
minute.
I was
Either
like,
way,
wow.
that's
They're
that's
Wait, that-
high.
But that means Crestview's favored by 32, right?
Crestview minus 32 means they're favored.
Yeah.
I asked you plus 32, and you said
Yes.
yes. I thought they were the dogs.
Keep going.
Oh. Good talk, Chris. Thanks. Appreciate you. Is that a
I'm
baby
just
cup?
here so I don't get fined.
No.
no.
All right. That's everybody for that game, right?
Yeah.
All right. This one.
Oh, yeah.
This one's got all the juice.
Baby.
This one's got all the juice. You know what this one comes down to, brother. It comes down to Hakomania versus These Dogs Are Different. East Palestine at Valley Christian tonight. Tim, Dan Figley have the coverage at Liberty High School, the home right now tonight of the Valley Christian Eagles. Ladies and gentlemen, this could be the EOAC championship as we know it. United probably going to still have something to say about it, but certainly this one is a marquee matchup in the Eastern Ohio Athletic Conference. And it comes down to who can run the ball better. Who can run the ball better? Who can execute the most? Who's going to put the most on tape tonight? Is it going to be the Fighting Hakes, or is it going to be the Unstoppable Force, which right now wears the number 6 for East Palestine, Owen Yuriauchi, who ran for 300 and change last week on 30 carries and then put one in the air as well. 6 touchdowns total for Owen Yuriauchi last week. So I ask you, my friends, who takes it? Who gets the early advantage in the EOAC? Is it the Eagles or the Bulldogs? Ty, let's start with you.
Listen, I love what EP's doing. I think they're taking big steps this year. I don't see them taking the leap. Valley Christian's been competing for the top. They've been competing for that top spot year in and year out. Give me the Fighting Hakes. Bulldogs, you might prove me wrong. I hope it's a good game. I think it will be, but I think Hakomania and what's his name? Jason Lindsay. That young man, he puts up unbelievable box scores as well. And I think it's going to be a challenge trying to stop him.
263 yards and 4 tutties last week. And it was 4th and 29, and he ran for a 65-yard touchdown. So just keep that in the back of your mind. Mr. Hughes, who do you take, sir?
I've picked East Palestine every week so far this year, and they've been on fire lately. But I think the Eagles are going to put them out tonight. Give me Valley Christian.
2 for the Eagles. Gary Altizer.
Yeah, I just think the Eagles are on another level here. I mean, it's a nice story. East Palestine doing better, but I don't think they played the competition that the Eagles have played, and I don't think they have the playmakers. So I'm going with my man Hake in this one. 2
teams, 3-1 on the season. Who gets to the 4th win first? Chris Colucci, who got it?
The line is Valley Christian is favored by 26, so they're minus 26. I think I'm picking Valley to win. I'm picking EP to cover. Am I saying that right?
Yep. You are very good for.
I'm learning. The mustard line.
There's a baby cup.
Baby cup. Sam.
Listen, I think Zero is the hero tonight. Jason Lindsay is a different type of cat. And I think that's going to be the difference maker in this one. EP, the season's not over. You still got a lot more football to play. It's just this one's going to be a rough one. Give me Hakomania, baby.
I'm going to break this down, and I could be completely off base here. I think this one comes down to who can pass the ball better, because I think both teams are going to load the box. I think Valley is faster. I think East Palestine might be stronger up front. But I think it boils down to Palestine's going to try to stop Jay Sean, and Valley's going to try to stop Owen Yuriauchi. And whoever can put the ball in the air successfully, the best, is going to be the team that wins this game. That being said, Dion Miller is an absolute dog. An absolute dog. And he's got some weapons out there that are super duper fast. Super fast. I think Owen Yuriauchi is going to have a game. I think he's going to get his carries, his numbers, but I think Valley Christian carries the cross tonight, and they end up being the team at the top of the polls when we're all sitting here talking about it on the Joe Dickey Electric scoreboard. I hope Tim Figley or Dan Figley calls in and talks about it because I'm excited for it. Oh God, what do we have?
Radar's got EP over Valley Christian. So the Radar's showing the
Hey, Radar, attaboy. Hey, way back the Bulldogs. I'm proud of you. And that's hard to do because I'm so, like Gary said, it's a great story what East Palestine's being able to do, but like I'm going to tell
Don't
you,
get
Valley
caught
is
up.
on it. Valley's just that good.
They're taking big steps, EPR, but I don't think they're ready to take that leap just yet.
It's going to be interesting. I mean, because here's what happens. If they do win tonight, we all are.
No, absolutely. We're eating some crow then.
Can we pick against anybody? Like, if Palestine wins tonight, we don't pick against them the rest of the year. Am I wrong?
I mean, I think they have to be favorites, right? I mean, I think Valley right now is showing they're on a different level. But if Palestine beats them, right, like I think Palestine's the favorite for the conference then at that point, in my opinion.
Gary will pick Wellsville. There's no doubt about that.
The whole way, Tigers.
Gary says, "I'll pick them. I'll pick against them." I got no problem.
If they beat Valley tonight, I think that Bruce Monin, the guy who's coming up with the lines, I think the lines change for
Who the
East
hell's
Palestine.
Bruce Monin?
That's the line guy.
Drew Pasteur?
Bruce Monin.
Or Bruce Monin is the West Virginia guy. But I think Drew Pasteur, I think his lines change for the rest of the year.
Not even in
Bruce.
the same stratosphere.
Come on, Bruce.
He's on there right underneath of him. I'm looking at the website. It's the guy
hell are
underneath.
you
Maybe that's
doing
why
looking at
Sam
West
has such
Virginia
weird
lines?
picks. He's going off of Bruce Monin.
Listen, ask Joe Idle why he's got West Virginia on there. I don't know.
Who the hell's Bruce?
That's the guy.
I know one Bruce, and he wears a Batman costume. That's it. That's all the Bruces I know. All right, let's go to the next game, which is Edgewood at West Geauga. Bruce, what do you got?
Listen, Bruce Monin knows West Virginia football. You Columbiana folks should be appreciative. Anyway, listen, this one, Edgewood they ran into a buzzsaw last week. That's all that can be said. Hawken, really ran the ball down their throat the entire time. But what I did get a chance to see was West Geauga play against Lakeside last week. And by all things considered, Lakeside did everything to win that game, except in that final 2 minutes. I think West Geauga has holes on their defense, particularly in the passing game, and that falls right into Edgewood's strength. Riley Baldwin, the wide receiver, Swartfigure is another wide receiver. He's already got 11 catches on the year. Nate Stewart's a junior quarterback who throws the ball all over the yard. Edgewood is looking to get their groove back. It's going to happen tonight. Give me the Warriors.
Fur.
Sam's wrong. I'm going to be a scumbag this week. Give me West Geauga.
Wow.
They also have an absolutely garbage mascot, and I'll bring that up again.
Oh, the Wolverines.
Gary.
I don't know. This is a tight one. I'll be a company man. I'll go with Edgewood. But another shout out to my high school wrestling teammate, Ryan Nightingale, teacher at West Geauga. Again, hope you're doing well.
That a boy. He's out there somewhere, Gary.
Mm-hmm.
Hughes.
I couldn't put on West Geauga map if you asked me to. So by default, I have to go with Edgewood.
Eric and I are going to be fighting in the press box tonight.
Yeah.
I'm going to take Fur because he's a wrestler. Although Hughes looks like a guy that probably has a knife somewhere on his person.
Just has a secret blade, hidden blade somewhere.
You ever see those boots that have the knife that comes out like that? That's what Hughes has, guaranteed, in his Yeezys.
Not a good team.
Ty.
Roll Warriors.
Warrior. I'll take the Warriors as well. Edgewood. Sam, you said it comes down to passing. Nobody passes quite like Edgewood, as far as I'm concerned. So I'll take the Warriors as well. Larry Jennings, God bless you. You have that call for us tonight. We have the school has the coverage of Geneva at Perry. Our friends at Perry. We had some soccer on last night for the Pirates. I'm going to go with Perry because it's the same reason that Gary says it's a stupid raise the something. Yeah, raise the Jolly Roger, buckos. Let's go. Let's
Jolly
go.
Rancher. Raise the Jolly Rancher.
Better stop.
Buckos. That's the
Swagger.
word I was looking for. Buckos.
Congratulations, you're 60 and 102.
Listen, it's gonna be Perry. This is gonna be probably the game of the night. Honest to God, I think this one is gonna go back and forth. The difference is gonna come down to Perry's quarterback. Walter Moses is the real deal. 6'4" Toledo commit. He is a great passer. Perry passes the ball well. Geneva doesn't defend against the pass well. That's where it's going to come down to it. Clock control is going to play a huge role in this one, but Perry comes out on top.
I'm just looking at Perry's schedule. I'm picking Perry, but they have absolutely loaded their schedule this year. That's only going to help them deep in the playoffs. Perry's going to be a force to be reckoned with. And they're D4 now, aren't they?
Yes, sir.
Wow, they're gonna give Glenville a run for their money, I think.
Yes, sir. Gary, just so we're on the same page, I'm looking at the NL standings, and SF has a big E next to it, and I believe that stands for eliminated. So I don't think they're much better, my friend.
Hey, when you got 3 rings in the last 10 or 12 years, and you guys don't even have 3 playoff appearances, I don't think you can talk, DJ.
Bro,
The
the Giants play in San Francisco. That's bad enough. I'm not a
so do
Pirates
the
fan. I'm just saying.
49ers, baby.
Go to San Francisco.
Yeah.
He's gonna call in from a log cabin.
He's going to call in from a place that looks like Afghanistan because there's so much crime. You just had didn't your receiver just get shot, by the way, in San Francisco?
Hey, he lived. Leave
2
him
weeks
alone.
ago.
He's tough, baby. He's tough. He's gritty.
Hey, he's from Florida, baby.
He lived.
Hey, he lived.
We're
Gary,
getting
who do you
Andy
got?
Boers roll up the next day.
Geneva and Perry. Who do you got?
I'm
Whose turn
going
is it?
Perry
Oh,
all day.
Okay. Hughes.
yeah, I'm going Perry also.
Ty.
Yeah, Geneva, you are going to get cooked through the air. You're going to get cooked by that Pirates defense. And one way or another, we found a way. We're going to stream them, and we're going to beat them. Let's go, Pirates.
Gerard at Pymatuning Valley. Chad has the call for us tonight. Gerard proved themselves more than worthy last week against Struthers, guys. But Pymatuning Valley, we know they've got one speed, and it is on the ground, smash 'em, dash 'em football. I am going to go with the NE8 team just because I think they've got more bags to choose from. So give me the Indians. Sam?
Listen, PV is sitting at the highest they've ever sat in the region at number 2 behind Kirtland right now, like almost 6 points based on their wins. This is a game that can put them into that number 1 seed.
No
They
way.
know that.
No way.
They know that.
No chance. Anybody that puts themselves over Kirtland at this point it's Fugaze.
Point wise, it's gonna, because you got to remember Kirtland plays lower for the rest of the year. Kirtland, who plays in the CVC Valley, you're talking a bunch of Division 6 and Division 5 teams. I mean, Gerard's points they're gonna get them points. Anyway, this is the one that if they can get it, it's really gonna put them on a great trajectory. It's the one that they've had double circled. Neil Croston, the head coach from PV last week, showed more emotion than I've seen all year in that Roots Town game. And he's got those boys ready. Gerard is the real deal, but I think PV, you got to go 2 and over. And I don't think you've heard those people the way when they get loud and rowdy. Give me PV.
Buddy, Gerard people don't get scared of anything.
Facts.
Nothing.
That's
Nothing.
straight facts.
I've seen like Gerard in my mind. Like if you had to pin them to a Hollywood character, they are the Terminator. It's zero fear. So I'm interested now, Sam. You piqued my interest. Fur, who are you taking?
Can we quit saying the team up north that starts with K? Can we quit saying their name? Like I get flashbacks. Okay, let's cut it out.
Which team is that?
Shut up. Give me
Kirtland?
Oh, Eric, you're gonna get thrown out of a press box tonight.
Watch out
We'll
for that
see
knife.
about that.
No, Gerard, give me Gerard. I got Gerard winning, and screw the team up north. It begins with K.
Watch that knife, dude. That boot knife. He's gonna get you. Gary.
What a showing by the Indians last week, man. I really did. I thought that game was going to be one they were just going to struggle in. And, man, punch for punch right there. I mean, that game, I would have loved to have been at that game. I don't see them slowing down tonight. And the Lakers having a great season, but I just don't think the Lakers can keep up with the Indians. The school that shall not be named, not for their anything that they're doing wrong. It's me that I suck and I say something wrong once and I'll never hear the end of it. So I'm going with Gerard.
You're so afraid to say it. I love it.
The
What's the
team
spread
that
on-
shall not be named is how
What's-
Gary's going to approach.
What's the spread on this one? Do we have it? Well, we're getting it.
Let me
Hughes,
ask
go.
Bruce.
Yeah, ask Bruce.
Get him on the line.
Hughes, who would you like in this game?
I mean, I predicted last week it'd be game of the week, so I was in Gerard. I mean, Gerard, they came out there, they played. Unfortunately, they didn't come out in the end, but I think they'll do it tonight. So give me Gerard.
Gerard
All
by
right.
18 is the spread.
Okay.
I think
Over. Who are they playing again, Gary?
And over.
and over.
Oh, man.
Tie.
No, I mean, this is going to be, I think, a really good matchup. I think what this comes down to is Gerard had a tough time finishing the game last week. They had that lead. They had that 2-tutty lead, and they couldn't finish the game last week. Pymatuning Valley, they had the lead too, but they almost gave it up to Rootstown too, but they were able to pull it through at the end. I'm going to go with the Lakers. I've been saying all year long, I think they're the best team in the 4-4-0. I'm going to stick to that claim. I think this is a big test for them. I think, and for them to be serious contenders in the playoffs, they're going to need this game too, or they're going to need to be able to go pound for pound with the Indians, but they're going to be tough, no doubt.
Hey, somebody that has controls that's not named Fur. If you see good comments, pop them up because I can't see them right now. So if you'd be so kind. All right, so we got those picks on the Gerard Pymatuning Valley. Hubbard at Poland, guys. Matt Romeo has the call on this one. This could be an absolute dandy. You've got Poland that is going to be like a bunch of pissed off Hornets after losing to Canfield. And you've got Hubbard, who has somehow just kept in the shadows in all of these games. They're getting the picks, there's no doubt about it, but nobody really understands who they are yet. Will we find out who the Hubbard Eagles are tonight against Poland, or does Poland bounce back, Ty?
Yeah, what's that young man's name for Hubbard, their quarterback? His last name is slipping.
Hackwelder.
Hackwelder, that's right. Thank you, everything NE8.
He's a wrestler.
He's been putting up a lot of great numbers. It feels like week in and week out too. I mean, we remember that 6-tutty game, and I think it's going to come down to quarterback play. I think Poland too, though. They're that same old Poland team that what they have there. They're strong. They're defensively sound. Linebacking core. It's going to be very tough to get past them. But I think it's going to come down to QB play, and I think Hackwelder with Hubbard has been putting up some pretty big numbers. Give me the Eagles in this one.
Hughes,
Hubbard.
GA.
Man, what a coin flip of a game here, man. Two tough teams playing great football. I know Poland took, a loss last week, a tough game. Is there an emotional letdown here? After a big game like that, is this, are you going to catch them at the right time if you're Hubbard? I went back and forth on this one. I'm going with the Bulldogs, but not by much.
In this game, a reminder, this game is at Poland. It's in the dog pound. So if you're a guy like me that puts a lot of emphasis on hometown advantage, home field advantage, it is in Poland. Fur.
I was picking Hubbard until DJ said that very last comment. Poland, right behind their scoreboard, they have a family that has a nice, beautiful house, big barn, and they have side-by-sides and cards, and they shoot fireworks off after every touchdown. Yeah, I mean, people go there after the game. I'm picking Poland strictly off. It's at their place. This is going to be a really good game. It's going to be an NE8 showdown, and I got to go with Poland.
Sounds like the Colucci house in Canfield, shooting off all fireworks and side-by-sides and
If
playing
we shot
cards.
fireworks off in Canfield, calls would be coming in like crazy.
I bet the Chief would be pissed.
Oh, very pissed.
Sam.
Listen, that Poland Canfield game, that's for a trophy, right? The 224 battle 224, is that the game?
224. Yep.
Okay. So, Poland is, I'm sure they're super upset losing to a big time rival like that. They've got to take their aggression out on somebody, and the NE8 is going to have to bear the brunt of that. It starts this week with Hubbard. Give me Poland.
I'm taking Hubbard, and I'm just going to keep it simple. I take Hubbard because we don't know what we have in them yet, and I'm not sure that anybody's been able to put it together and identify who Hubbard is outside of what we talked about already with all right, help me out with his name. Hack Welder?
Yes.
He's a wrestler. That's how I know that.
Yes, sir.
On to Jackson Milton at McDonald. Tim Corso has the call for us. McDonald coming off an emotional loss. Fur talked about it earlier. Jackson Milton still kind of unable to identify who are they right now. We know that they've got two quarterbacks that they can line up. We know that they're heavy dose of running. Is McDonald and that wing T powerful enough to bounce back here in week 5? I say yes. I'm going to go with the Blue Devils. Sam, how about you?
There's something about this Jackson Milton team that's interesting to me. I can't put my finger on it. Just like you said, we're not sure who they are. I'm not sure who they are either, but I think they're good at football. So I'm going with Jackson Milton on this one.
Fur?
I think McDonald is one of the best teams in the area as well. Western Reserve and McDonald stacked up very well. It was a back and forth game all whole time last week. I'm going with McDonald. I think they're going to pull this one out pretty easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, probably one of the best 2-2 teams in the area, McDonald. I don't think that record is indicative of how good they are. And it's I wouldn't want to be Jackson Milton this week after that loss last week. I'm going with McDonald.
Hughes?
Yeah, I think McDonald should handle this one. Give me the Blue Devils.
Ty?
Yeah, I think McDonald too. That they're looking at last week saying we had a chance to win the game at the end. It was in our hands. I think they're not even going to let it get to that point. They're going to build a lead, multiple scores, and they're going to hold on to that. Give me the Blue Devils.
All right, on to the next game. We have Jefferson at Orange. Noah Ricks makes his first appearance in Orange. This is going to be a great game. Orange, probably the team that have surprised the most. The Cinderella team of the year so far through 4 weeks. But it surprises nobody in Pepper Pike because they have been waiting for this team. They have been planning for this team, plotting for this team. And this is a big one against Jefferson tonight. Ty, who you taking?
Yeah, you should be happy if you're a Lions fan. This is a resurgent team right now, and I'm picking them all the way. Give me Orange.
The Lions. Hughes.
Yeah, I feel like if no Rick's in the booth for them, they can't lose. So give me Orange.
Love it. Holtizer.
Hey, I've picked Orange every week because they got the best uniforms and helmet in the network. I'm not turning away now. I'm going with the Lions.
Are you just, as the school board president of Wellsville, are you just going to call up Orange and see where they got their uniforms and just copy them?
I may or may not have already done that.
Fur.
Listen, I've picked Jefferson every week, and they've burned me every week only because they're an NE8 school. I'm switching up and give me Orange.
Sam has turned his back on one team in Ashtabula already today. Will he go for 2?
Listen, I'm going to tell you guys a quick story. When I was a senior in high school, we went 0-4 to start the season. We finished the year 6-4, not losing another game. Brandon Hanna was a sophomore on that team. This is the game where they're going to get their 6-4 season started. Orange, all hats off to you guys. You guys have played great football. Your rushing attack is amazing. You have not seen an offense like Jefferson yet. Dylan Burlingham, Terry Brown, Cage Bozar. Jefferson wins this one big tonight.
Oh, you say hats off, do you, Sam? Well, I say hats on. The alternate helmet for Orange makes its debut here in 2020. I can't hear it. Crap right now. My earbuds fell out. I'm taking Orange, and I'm going. Orange is going to win a freaking state title this year. That's the way. That's how good Orange is. They got the magic going with them. The Fighting Tim Porters. I'm going with Orange tonight. On to the next game. I can't hear if you're laughing or talking or whatever, so I'm just going to keep on rolling. Lakeside at Hawken. Sam, you have this one. What do you have?
Yeah, this is a tough one. You know, I got a chance to talk to Coach Terry Henton, the head coach at Lakeside, this week on the Los Compadres show. And, you know, they looked at that game against Edgewood, and Hawken does one thing very, very well, and that's run the ball. They've got a big offensive line that they stand behind. They've got a great defensive line that gets into the backfield. Lakeside this week is going to be looking to put people in space. Jay Anthony is one of the most elite players on our network this year. Jay Anthony Williams is an absolute dog. He needs to come out, get a big game tonight. Him and Devin Miller, they're going to do that. Give me Lakeside over Hawken in Gates Mills, baby.
I'll take Lakeside as well. I'll join that band. All right, Fur.
Sam's only picking Lakeside because he don't want kicked out of that restaurant, whatever he said. Probably the best. Yeah, it's probably the best restaurant in Ashtabula. So
It might be the best Mexican restaurant that is in existence. I'm just saying.
give me Hawken.
Hawken, he says. Now, Hawken, as I understand, who was the Browns coach a long time
Eric
ago?
Mangini.
And his son plays for Hawken?
Yes,
goes
he
to
does.
Hawken?
He is the center.
I might change.
For a
Sam.
measly $35,000 a year, you too can be a Hawken Hawk.
Do you think they pay us $35,000 a year to cover them? Because I too would be a Hawk if that was the case. I would choose the Hawks every week. As a matter of fact, you could go up against the Falcons of Atlanta, and I would choose you. Gary Altizer.
Yeah, I just think the Hawks are too much in this one. I'm going with Hawken.
The Hawk of the Walk, Hughes.
I'll go Hawken.
I'm going Hawken too. I'm flipping, dude. Sorry, Lakeside.
I'm a big fan of Stranger Things. I know that's in Hawkins. Drop the yes. I'm going to go with Hawken.
Oh my god.
I'll go lone wolf on this. Just remember, none of you guys are coming to my birthday party. I hope you guys are good with that.
Is it at Los Compadres?
It's at Los Compadres, and then we're stopping at Conneaut next. And then I'm going to take a yacht club to Canada, and you guys are going to watch it from the shore.
In a van down by the river. All right.
Let's go Lakeside.
Let's go Lakeside. I want to see you win. I really do. Lakeview at Niles. DK has the call for us tonight. Can Niles bounce back? Can Lakeview bounce back after that tough play against South Range? I'm going to go with Lakeview. Sam.
Listen, Lakeview, I picked you last week. You guys let me down. You guys are going to make up for it this week. Let's go, Lakeview.
You picked Lakeview over South Range?
I sure did.
Oh, my God.
I remember I said that the NE8 was going to be decided
That's right.
last week.
That's right. I forgot.
I haven't quit yet, guys. There's still a lot of season left.
Yeah. I mean, I'm happy for you that you got Lakeview on your side, but yeah, those South Range folks are. Fur.
Give me Lakeview.
Gary.
Yeah, I'm going Lakeview.
Hot take.
Give me Lakeview.
Ty.
Sweep. Give me the Bulldogs.
Sweep Caroline. All right, next game, Liberty at Brookfield. This one's got some hair on it. Jordan Barber has the game for us at Brookfield. Ty, who do you have?
I've been saying Brookfield's one of the more underrated teams too, and the record doesn't indicate how good they are, but so is Liberty, man. I think both these teams are really similar in that factor. Liberty's been impressive in a lot of games too, but they can't find ways to close it out. They have that good first half, and it's the second half they kind of start to fade away. I think Brookfield puts it together again. I'm going to go with the Warriors over the Leopards in this one.
Hughes.
Yeah, give me Brookfield.
Gary.
Yeah, two underrated teams. Tough one here, but I'm going with Brookfield.
Fur.
Just like to say that Brookfield is favored by 1 point. So give me Liberty.
I believe it.
Sammy.
Listen, Brookfield scored 45 last week. 45 points. I think they figured some stuff out. Give me Brookfield.
I think I'm going with Brookfield too. That 1 point spread scares me because I think Liberty's on the come up as well. But again, I'm a home field advantage guy. Brookfield's at home in a new stadium, by the way. So congratulations to them. I'm taking Brookfield. The next game, one that we know all too well. Lisbon, Columbiana. Joe Eusebio has the call for us. Lisbon figured some stuff out last week against Palestine. They got 27 points on that Palestine team, and at one point had them on the ropes early. I don't know if that's – I mean, take that for what it's worth from a standpoint of on the ropes early, but I think Lisbon can score some points. Columbiana's defense has let them down this year. It's either going to be a shootout or Lisbon wins by 20. That's the way I see it. Sam.
Yeah, I'm not going against Coach Bob. That's who I'm going with. Give me the Clippers.
Fur.
Columbiana's favored by 12, and I think that's true. Give me Columbiana.
Wow. Okay. Gary.
What's the thing?
What the hell is that?
Columbiana's had a crazy.
I don't know. You listen. You guys have so much weird stuff down there. I'm trying to keep up. I know you guys clap.
What was that? Not even close.
Gary.
Who told you that? Bruce Monin?
Columbiana's had a really tough schedule.
Bruce
to start the
Monin is
season.
on the website. If you guys look at Joe Idol, I did not make that name up. Look it up. He's right above Drew Pasteur. Anyway, I'm sorry for getting in your way there, Gary.
That's all right. For the Columbiana has had a crazy tough schedule to start the year. Lowell's 3-1, only lost to a tough Toronto team. McDonald 2-2. We already talked about them. Undefeated reserve 3-1 United team. They have not had a break yet. They haven't had anything but tough teams that they've gone against week after week after week. I know Lisbon got on the scoreboard last week, but I think this is the week that the Clippers are going to try to right the ship. I'm going with Columbiana.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm feeling Columbiana also. Give me the Clippers.
I know the Clippers defense has let them down, but they only need to get a couple stops. I think this is going to come down to a shootout, and I like that Clippers offense. Give me Columbiana.
I mean, listen, I said it. But I bet you there's a lot of people in the EUAC watching this game very closely to see where these teams fall. Is Lisbon the real deal with 27 points against Palestine? Can Columbiana bounce back? There's a lot of questions around this game. I really like this game. Red versus blue always looks good on the stream. Louisville and North Canton Hoover. Okay, now a little caveat to this game. It will be audio live tape delay broadcast. So kind of cool that you'll be able to watch this game when all the other games finish. So you taking Louisville or you taking North Canton Hoover? Rob Johnson has the call. Ty Bartel.
Yeah, I mean, after what we've had to deal with that certain league, I don't think I'm ever going to pick anything for them. Give me the Leopards. Spot me.
Spot me. All right. Hughes.
Give me Louisville.
I thought we were going to have to do North Canton Huser. On to Gary.
Hoover.
You son of a gun. For
Hoover 2-2, favored by 22, playing the 2-2 Louisville Leopards. Louisville is going to be 3-4 and win by 34 points. Give me Louisville.
Oh, look at little Benjamin Button over there. Whatever that. I don't know. Let's go, Sam.
Listen, Hoover, change out of that whack conference, and then I will pick you. Give me Louisville.
$1,500 to stream the game live. I mean, are they going to get Jim Nantz and Tony Romo to do this? Because we sure the hell we're not going to do that. I will take Louisville always and forever. Sorry about it, Hoover. $1,500 probably doesn't go to your athletes either. Just saying. On to the next game. It's Riverside and it's Boardman. Donnie Riccatelli, Don Mascola have the call. Boardman in orange, to me, the incredible stories of this year. I don't think anybody saw Boardman coming, and they are looking like a freight train. Can they keep it going against Riverside? I say yes. Sam.
Listen, Riverside still has not established who their quarterback is. Their coaching staff includes Lakeside's coach from last year, Buzz Edwards, and his group. They're trying to get stuff together over there. But with no quarterback, I have no faith in that team. Boardman does have a quarterback. His name is Haas, and he's the boss. Give me Boardman.
Let's go.
I think this line's horrible. Riverside's favored by 12. I just don't think that's right whatsoever because they're 1-3. Boardman's 3-1. That's wrong. Give me Boardman. Big.
Gary.
Riverside played a tough schedule. They're 1-3, but I mean the teams they played. They played Fitch, they played Green, Notre Dame, Cathedral Latin. They played a Cathedral Prep from Pennsylvania. This is going to be a tough game for Boardman. I'm going to go Riverside.
Wow. Did you have a scumbag sandwich before you came on the show?
I live on Riverside Avenue. I couldn't pick against them. Okay. Just let me have my picks and leave me alone, man.
Sorry. Sorry, Gary.
For one of the few joys he gets in life. Let him have his pick.
Hey, seriously, you get a half hour a week, okay?
Eric.
Give me Boardman.
Tom.
Yeah, I'm interested in this one too. Austintown playing them last week too. It was a close, low-scoring defensive game. I think Boardman can also pull it out if it's one of those. I've been impressed by their defense. Give me the Spartans.
It's homecoming in Beaver Local. Salem comes to town. McNuggies has the call for us. The Quakers, I'll tell you what, not looking too bad lately. Not looking too bad. Beaver Local, are they going to be able to bounce back after that tough loss last week at East Liverpool in the game, as they call it? Ty Bartell, what do you say?
Yeah, I think Beaver Local might be in a little bit of a shock too. I mean, homecoming, I know they might be amped up, but I'm really liking this Quakers team. I think they're trending in the right direction too. I'm going Salem in this one. I'm going Salem. Ruining the homecoming tonight, I think.
Husey.
I'm going to go Beaver Local. I don't think their homecoming's going to get spoiled tonight.
Gare?
Beaver Local controlled that Liverpool game last week. They settled for field goals. They basically gave up 2 big plays, and that was the 2 touchdowns to the Potters. And the Potters hung on to win. I think Salem's much improved, but I know that Beaver Local's got a nasty taste in their mouth. I think they're going to come out really amped tonight. I'm going to go with the Beavers.
Fur.
Going Beaver Local. They're going dancing tonight.
The hell's that mean?
It's their homecoming.
Tomorrow night.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
supposed to be
On
a
a
pun.
Saturday.
I don't got it. I'm just gonna leave. I gotta go. I gotta bring my dog to a doctor's appointment.
Hey, Fur, Struthers or South Range?
South
Oh,
Range.
no.
Okay, just making sure. Sam, go ahead. Bye, Fur. Thank you.
I'm not leaving.
He's
Oh.
joking.
He was just joking because he felt so.
Everything's
That's all.
going over your head right now, dude.
I was worried about your dog, Fur. Have some
Listen,
compassion
guys.
for your dog.
If you talk to any head football coach, there are 2 games a year, 2 home games a year that they hate more than any, and it's homecoming and senior night because stuff just gets weird. It messes with your pregame, and I think that's going to bite Beaver tonight. Give me Salem.
I see your little situation and I raise you one because Josh Sigler is the athletic director at Beaver Local and he handles his business. In fact, he stands on business at Beaver Local and we win for the Queen tonight in Beaver Local over the Salem Quakers. Is that enough juice? For go kiss your dog. Like that was not mean to put that was not nice to put your dog. Yeah, there you go. That was a scumbag move. Let's go. What do we have? St. Clairsville, East Liverpool. Owen Klein has the call for us. I'm going to go with the Potters. Sam?
Potters are hotter. Let's go.
Fur's dog? There,
That's a good
yep.
looking dog.
See? That's why you don't talk crap on your dog. 'Cause that's a good dog.
She has no idea what's going on right now. Who we picking?
Potters. Just say it.
Oh, Potters.
Okay. Gary?
They're playing St. Clairsville, right?
Correct.
Yeah, the St. Clairsville is a tough team from down the river. They are legitimate contenders every year. It's going to be a long night for East Liverpool. Give me St. Clairsville.
You DoorDash that scumbag sandwich. I'm guessing. I'm not sure you had enough time to go pick it up. All right. Hughes, who do you have?
Give me the Potters.
Do they have DoorDash in Wellsville?
Damn.
They don't have it in East Palestine.
Yeah, it's
I'm
delivered
just
by
asking.
train from East Palestine.
How dare you?
He's just feeling it today.
How dare you? Ty, go ahead.
Yeah, I think East Liverpool's riding high after that win last week. I think they're going to ride that wave of momentum to another one. Give me the Potters.
All right, boys. This is the big one. This is the one a lot of people are sticking around for. 4-0 Struthers enters Rominger Stadium on the campus of South Range in Canfield. And they take on the South Range Raiders, also 4-0. A lot on the line in this one, a lot of storylines, a lot of narratives, a lot of the futures come down to tonight in Week 5, the biggest game in all of the area. What do we have? Sam, we'll start with Struthers' favorite son.
Struthers, you guys have been so good all year. You guys have played great football. You're in a great conference, but unfortunately, the conference was decided last week when South Range beat Lakeview. It's South Range all the way tonight.
Ferdinand.
I mean, this is a dumb question. I mean, just show that real quick.
Oh, really?
There we go. Give me. Oh, Husey, come on now.
I wonder what prop Hughes is going to use. Let's go to
One of
Gary.
these.
Yeah, man, I'd love to be at this game. This is going to be a great game, and might have had Struthers looking ahead a little bit last week, maybe. I don't know, but I just don't see anybody stopping the Raiders. It's going to be a good game, but I'm going South Range.
Hughes, are you going to go in on a long tangent here? Because I'll give you the full screen if you want it.
I'll try and keep it short and sweet. I mean, Struthers, they did lose Jason Dukes recently for the season. That's a big blow for him. But I think Coach Bate does a great job instilling the whole next man up mentality of the team. And I don't care who it is out there. I think Struthers gets it done at night anyways.
Ty?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be tough. I mean, Struthers has played South Range tough the last 2 years. They've come so close, but just barely couldn't pull it out. But, I mean, it's like you always say, DJ. I mean, you're going to have to raise the flag tonight and then watch it sink into the ocean courtesy of the SS Wildcat. Give me Struthers.
Oh,
My
how
God.
dare you? Wow. Swerve the Raiders? Oh, Daddy's not going to let
They're
that.
gonna it goes one of two ways, right? I mean, usually anytime I've ever picked against South Range, they usually shut me up by like a 3 or 4 score margin. So let's go Wildcats though. I'm rocking with you tonight, Struthers.
The two wild
Yeah,
cats.
me and Fergie having a good time in that Lova booth tonight when Struthers was up big.
Listen, as long as we get the
DJ's
tonight.
eyes.
Hey, Husey, we need to make a bet. I got that hot dog suit I wore last year. If Reserve and South Range both win the night, you got to wear the suit. If Lowville and Struthers
Wait,
win,
we're not doing parlays here pick a game.
all right, we'll pick this out. What game, Husey? What game do you want?
Okay, I guess we can do Western Reserve Lowville then also.
Oh, so
Since
you don't
we're
believe in
calling
the
that one.
Wildcats. That's what I'm just saying. All right, we'll do that one. Whoever wins, whoever loses, got to wear the hot dog suit next week
On
Maybe.
the show.
All right.
on the show.
Does that have to be the entire show
Yep.
Yes, I did it last
or just
year.
for a few?
It'll go
Hope
well with
so.
your highlights, Hughes. Don't worry.
You won't be able to see my highlights.
Yeah,
you
it
will.
rolls right into the mustard on the hot dog, so don't worry about it.
Mm.
I'll bring it tonight, Husey.
All right.
I think this game is going to be a good one. I think it would have been a better one with Jason. I think that tough situation in Struthers right now. Tough situation. They got the dudes. They got some big boys. They got Devin Bram is. He is an anomaly. He is a great back. Came in second last year, I think, in NE8 voting. So don't sleep on Struthers, but when you're in the house that Yeagley built over in South Range and the Raiders haven't been beaten in it by any NE8 team since the origination of that conference, it's going to be the Raider way tonight. So we will see how that goes. Do we want to pick the games for tomorrow as well while we're on it?
Oh yeah, may as well.
Okay. So
Did you? Are you done with Fridays?
Friday's done, I believe.
No, we're not.
No,
Did
we
you
still
do
got-
the Wellsville Latonia game?
No.
United Southern. West
Okay.
Branch
All right.
Island.
All right.
You're messing up big time today, dude.
Go kiss your dog again.
Again, get a second one in.
Yeah. And you know what? Kiss the back end while you're at it too. 'Cause, sorry, Gary. I apologize for my
It's okay.
mistake.
It's okay.
I don't want you getting mad at me and picking against me at some point during the show. Let's go to United and Southern Local. Gary, would you like to take the first call on this?
Yes, Southern Local had a tough beginning to the season. They really had a tough schedule out of conference. They won a game last week against Wellsville that was, a lot closer than the score showed. But I really think they're going to roll off some wins here. They really could win 5 or 6 games this season. I think the Indians take this one.
Ooh, tribal warfare. Hughes, who do you have?
Give me United.
Man, I missed all these games. That would have been disappointing. People would have been so mad. Oh my god! All right, Ty.
I was picking United up until I saw who was home team. When you go down to play in the Wigwam, it's tough to play down there. Give me Southern.
Fur dog.
I'm picking Southern. I can't. I'm picking Southern.
What are you giggling at?
I love every week why Sam has to pick Southern. It's the highlight of my power hour of Friday nights.
Sam.
Listen, guys, it's a couch pick. I gotta go with Southern. That beautiful woman up there is not gonna let me live without doing that. It doesn't matter if they're playing the Detroit Lions. Give me Southern.
Or else
just
he's
to-
sleeping in the locker room.
Just to clarify, she's not in heaven. She's upstairs. Like you pointed
Yeah, I'm
up.
in the basement, guys. No need to call the police. We're not
Oh,
starting
my
a true
God.
crime.
We're not finishing this show by the end of the season. We're gonna get canceled. And it's not gonna be aired anymore.
Hey, we're doing a lot of things right. We're allowed to do some things wrong, I guess. I'm going to take United. We did a lot of talk about Valley Christian and Palestine this week, and I think United's sitting there going, what about us? Southern can do the same, I guess. But I think United is a team that's young, and every week they get a little bit more experience. They figure things out a little bit more, and I think the Eagles fly tonight in the Wigwam, which is not easy to do if you ask Richie Giuliano. On to Ursuline and Warren G. Harding. Now, before we get to this pick, I really quickly want to let people know it will not be on YSN. Supposedly, there is not enough room in Mollenkopf Stadium to allow our 2 broadcasters and laptop into the stadium. It will be on another network, which go for it. We got the good one. But for you Ursuline fans out there, we do apologize. We do apologize that you don't have it on the home of the Ursuline Irish. So best of luck to the Irish tonight. I will take them in a big win. Sam,
Give me you.
pop it up for
Ursuline
Gary.
and Ursuline.
You.
Yeah, I think Ursuline, they get the dub. They get a running clock in the first quarter.
Love
Todd,
it.
can you get a
2
running
times
clock in the
prior.
first quarter?
When I play, I did the Louisville Tuskegee
Third
game. There was a
quarter.
running clock in the first. Yeah.
No, it's in the second half. You have to be winning by 30 points and more in the second
Second half.
That's what
When I
thought.
called the Louisville game 2 weeks ago,
Unless
they had
the
a running
teams
clock in the
agree.
first quarter.
Yeah, it can
Okay.
be
Unless the teams agree.
All
That's
Okay,
in-
got you. Okay,
I got you.
fair enough.
Well, I mean, it's already happened twice with Ursuline too, where we've had these conflicts with streaming, and it's like I say every time: if we ain't allowed to stream them, we're just gonna go over there and beat them. Let's roll Irish.
I mean, you'll have a good view of this game if you really want to, and you don't want to go to the game. We will leave that out there. But unfortunate that we can't play nice in the sandbox. But I digress. Wellsville and Leetonia, Gary Altizer. Who do you have in this one?
Hey, this is week 5. It's the 5th straight away game for the Tigers, and it's had a tough go of it. They've traveled over 2 hours away to play in a sloppy monsoon filled dirt county derby in Caldwell. They had to go to West Virginia to play. They went to Steubenville to play. They were winning last week against Southern Local in the third quarter. Next week, we finally get a home game. I think the Tigers break out in this one. Watch out for Tyrell Watkins. I think he's going to have a big game.
Hughes.
Give me Wellsville.
Ty.
I'm all about the Tigers right now. Give me Wellsville.
Fur.
I don't know what a tiger sounds like. Give me the Tigers. If I roar, I'm going to sound like a lion.
Yep, you should have just not done that. Sam.
Wellsville, welcome to the party. You're grabbing a dub tonight, baby.
Gary, does technically week 6 become homecoming?
I don't know.
If you haven't been
We've
home,
away
like,
so long, I don't even remember.
Interesting.
Yeah, it feels like it. Yeah.
I'm gonna
Gary
take-
acts like he's not in Wellsville. He's like, we've been away, so he acts like he's been on the road the entire time. He hasn't been.
I've been walking to these games with my walking stick. Okay.
I am going to take the Tigers. I think the spirit is broken in Leetonia after what they took last week. We saw kind of up close and personal what was going on. You know, I'm really rooting for these coaches on the Leetonia sideline. They're young. They want it bad for the kids. The question is, how bad do the kids want it for the community, for each other? You know, I think the buy-in's got to come back to Leetonia right now. I think that's number one priority. I think the Tigers are too athletic, and I think they're going to rally around the opportunity to potentially come home next week unless something changes. And you go, Matt, can you
Please
imagine
bring
if,
Gary back to Wellsville? Somebody bring Gary back to Wellsville.
if there's like a pipe burst or something and they got to move it? So how terrifying! How bad would that be for you, Gary?
Yeah, well, last night was supposed to be junior high Wellsville versus Leetonia. Leetonia didn't come, so I hope nothing like that happens.
See,
I'll leave it at that.
I'm gonna say in a case like that, then you should have to swap. Like if JVs can't go to, you know, usually JVs are at the other spot. If JVs can't go to the game the next day, and it's scheduled, then the game should be played at home with the other team. Like you should have to forfeit your varsity. Does that make sense? But that's just me.
Yeah.
That's just me.
Yeah. The junior high kids were, you know, they were ready to go last night, but hey.
Did you go out there? Did you
move
shoot
on.
up?
I almost did. The pants didn't fit, so it was this close. This close.
I want to see you get out there to some Oklahomas or whatever. All right, we've got West Branch and Howland. Brett Taylor makes his comeback, his triumphant return to the network here on YSN, and he gets to witness what I think will be a tough night for Howland, unfortunately. West Branch probably had to watch that tape back from last week against Cheney every day, and probably more than once a day. And I think that they are going to be foaming at the mouth. I'll take the Warriors. Sam.
Yeah, I've been saying since week 1, I think, right? Like, I hope you guys are taking me serious. Canton is starting to fill up. You got to get your hotel rooms now, West Branch. They're getting a big dub now.
Fert.
West Branch.
Gary.
Warriors rolling.
Why did you sound like Sling Blade right there?
No comment.
Went slow motion a little bit with it.
Hughes.
Give me the Warriors.
Ty.
Saying it every week. Nobody's ready for West Branch. Warriors big.
I'm gonna flip flop this real quick because I want a quick conversation about this one game. Wyndham at Grand Valley. I'm taking the Bombers. Tyler Hartz. Hey, we appreciate you, brother. We thank you so much. We know you're on to some big things. So thanks for calling games here on YSN. Sam.
Listen, Grand Valley's only got 2 more weeks to get Tyler a win to go to Virginia on. It's going to happen tonight. The Grand Valley Mustangs are going to figure out a way to stop Jack or Jake, whichever it is. It
Both of
doesn't
them.
matter.
And it ain't gonna happen. All right. For
Wyndham.
Gare.
Bombers by a bunch.
Hughes.
Wyndham.
Ty.
I believe in the Bombers.
All right. All right. Western Reserve at Lowville. 2 men enter the press box. 1 may leave. Hughes, lead us off.
Yeah, Louisville, they're coming off a big win last Friday against Campbell. Was an easy game. Campbell, they're a much tougher team this year, but Louisville came out in the end. But a lot tougher opponent this week in Western Reserve. They're the one team in the conference, like Coach Manuel said when I talked to him on Friday. Western Reserve is the one team that brought a bunch of guys back. So it'll definitely be a challenge. Western Reserve, I know they're ticked off after Louisville beat them on their home field in the playoffs last year. But I'm going to take the Rockets here at home. I think this week they put it all together here. Defense gets going.
I love this tie too. Like it was hard to see.
They got the better quarterback, Ricky Wilrich. Give me the Rockets.
Oh!
It's on tonight.
Fur. Rebuttal.
Rebuttal? Just going off what Eric said, it's going to be a great game. I really do. A lot of those Western Reserve kids are very upset of what happened in the postseason. They want it back bad. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I truly do. I think it's going to be one on defense. I think Ricky Rollrich and who's the stud receiver they have, Eric?
Josh Pazel.
Yeah, I think those two. It's going to be after watching Western Reserve's defense last week against McDonald in the pass. I'm very worried about that with Ricky and how good of a quarterback he is. It's going to be a very interesting game to see how Coach Armini changes his defense going into this one. But I got to go with the Blue Devils, and the Blue Devils do have the better quarterback. It's got bigger kahunas. Next one up.
Did you mean cojones?
Same thing.
Different island. All right. Sam?
Listen, it's going to be a great game, but Fur's going 2 for 2 and wearing the hot dog suit. So give me Louisville.
Oh man. Gary?
Yeah, you guys cut out on me there for a second. Sorry. Yeah, I think that Reserve gets this one, and I think it's going to be a comfortable win.
I'm going to go with Reserve as well. I just, in a year that you thought they would take a step back with what they lost, they continue to take steps forward. Louisville is a young team. I think if they established a run, we're talking a different game with Perry, obviously. But I think that Reserve just a little bit too much. John Armini is going to have some defensive scheme that we haven't seen on tape yet, that Coach Manuel is going to have to adjust to on the fly. I'm taking Reserve. Ty?
Yeah, I love both Coach Manuel and Coach Armini. I think both really great coaches do really good things for their program. But yeah, I like Reserve, especially after that win against McDonald. They showed some grit. They showed that they can get it done in close games late. I like Reserve in this one.
Tomorrow, 2 games. We only have 1 game on the network. The game that we have is Cardinal Mooney and Mayfield at the Ice Castle. Sam Torres raises his hand for this one. Is going to make the journey and call a little bit of Mooney football. Sam, what are you looking to expect from this?
Listen, Mooney, I think another one of those teams. I think I said this on our first Super Show. I don't know why their athletic director, who's also their head coach, hates them so much with this schedule. It's the toughest one I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, they're 0-4, but they're going against absolute monster teams. They're going to get it started this week. They're going to beat Bedford. Mooney, it's time to saddle up.
Bedford?
They're playing Mayfield.
Or I'm sorry, Bedford. I meant Mayfield, not Bedford.
Okay, I was like, wait a minute. No, we got it wrong. It's at 1 p.m., by the way. Just a heads up for all of you here on YSN. For
Mooney.
I also will take Mooney. Gary?
Mooney.
Hughes?
Give me the Cards.
Ty?
Sweep. First win for the Cards this week.
We have Austintown Fitch at Bookdale. I shouldn't say we have it. That game will be taking place at 1 p.m. at Bookdale. A Fitch sweep, perhaps? Anybody object to that? Fitch sweep. All right. Good luck, Fitch. We wish you all the best. All right. It is time for the Joe Dickey Electric. What is your spark? Presented by Joe Dickey Electric. They are everything electrical. You can visit them today, right now, as a matter of fact, at DickeyElectric.com. All right. Ty, let's start with you. What's your spark?
Just another week of high school football. We're already in week 5, and I can't believe we're at the halfway mark, though. But this is where we start seeing the contenders from the pretenders. We're getting into the heart of conference play, and I'm just excited to see which teams stand out tonight.
Hughes.
I'll give a shout out to the Mohawk girls volleyball team. Great game last night. I know we've covered a lot of great games here on the network this year for volleyball. I think this has to be a contender. Mohawk, they came out and beat Riverside in 5 sets. They got blew out in sets 1 and 3. They won 31-29 in set 4, and then they won 15-11 in set 5. Always a great time going down there. And I'll finally beat it for football next week when they play Union, I believe it is.
Nice. Gare.
Wellsville Garfield Elementary, which is a pre-K through 2 building, they have a new principal, Miss Shelby Householder. She started a new tradition this year. In September, they had their own Students of the Month. So shout out to Gemma and Ryder, who are Garfield's first ever Students of the Month. They showed respect, responsibility, problem solving, and safety. They are excellent classroom citizens, and they help out their peers during the day. Good job, Gemma and Ryder.
I love Gary's. Good.
My beautiful cousin announced to our family that lives in Oklahoma that she's expecting a baby here in about 7-8 months. So I'm very excited for that. Very proud of her and her boyfriend or husband. Now it's weird calling him husband. They just got married, but I'm very happy and hope for a healthy baby and congratulations.
Oh, wait. Sorry, Sam.
Oh, you're good. Yeah, my spark is the fact that we're finally in conference play for everybody. You know, we've talked a lot about the non-conference play and how it was getting this team ready for their season and this team ready for conference play. Now it's time to see how much of that was true and how much of that was just announcers talking. I'm really excited about that. That's my spark. It's time to get the ball rolling.
Mine is just how awesome it is to get yelled at and stickled for the big dogs of the Valley stuff. If you haven't figured out by now, it is about shining a light on 6 athletes in that sport every week. It's great that, voting and you get the nominations and ultimately a win, we hope. But it's about the 6 people that we highlight, and they get a video and all that stuff, and they get support from their communities inside and out. So in case you don't get a big dogs every week, we apologize, but we are trying to serve 65 plus communities each and every week. And we're trying to do the right thing and the fair thing and get everybody represented. So, hey, you can still vote for this week's Big Dogs of the Valley, brought to you by Baird Brothers until Sunday night at midnight. So get out there and vote. Gentlemen, great show. Proud of you. Thank you so much for your time. Good luck tonight. We'll see you around on the Audible call. Each and every one of us will be on. And naturally, we hope you have the best call of your life tonight. We hope you watch us on ysnlive.com/live tonight. You can pick all of them. You can pick one of them. You can pick some of them, or you can just click it off and let Mike, Anthony, and the boys run the controller for you all night long on the Audible call presented by WRS Wealth Advisors. That is going to do it for Sam, for Fur, for Gary, for Hughes, for Mr. Bartell. I'm DJ Yoakley. This has been the YSN Power Hour presented by Toyota of Warren. See you next time. YSN thanks you for watching this